Hi folks, Scott Postma here, President of Kepler Education, with a very special announcement about a prize we're going to be giving away this summer. But before I tell you about the prize, I want to tell you a short story. Many of you know that in 1619, Johannes Kepler published his magnum opus, Harmonices Mundi, or The Harmony of the Spheres. This great masterpiece set the stage for the scientific revolution. But what a lot of folks don't know is that in the 4 years leading up to its publication, Johannes Kepler was embroiled in a trial to save his mother's life. You see, all across Europe in the 17th century, there was this witch hunting hysteria. Scholars estimate more than 50,000 people were accused, tried, and even executed. But this became very personal for him in 1615 when his own mother was accused of witchcraft. In those 4 years between his mother's accusation and the publication of his great magnum opus, he was embroiled in trying to save his mother's life, traveling between Linz and Leonberg, organizing lawyers and managing the trial. But shortly after the publication of his great masterpiece, his mother was actually arrested. They came to her home, they arrested her and put her in chains and chained her to the prison floor. By the time Johannes Kepler learned about this and got his family packed up and temporarily relocated down to Leonberg, he went to visit his mother in prison, who at 68 years old now was chained to the prison floor. She was so pale, she was so sick from the treatment that she received in prison, that Johannes Kepler thought that she looked like a witch. This was obviously very disturbing for him, and at this point he decided to take over his mother's trial. He wrote a 128-page legal brief, and as one scholar put it, presented a rhetorical masterpiece before the magistrate Lutherus Einhorn. In 1621, his mother was acquitted because of this great speech that he gave, the evidence that he presented, and this really put an end to the witch hunts, at least in Leonberg. And in order to commemorate this great event and to honor students for their excellence in rhetoric, we're announcing our first annual Leonberg Prize for Excellence in Rhetoric. If you would like to learn more about how to compete for this prize, come visit us at kepler.education.